1, 2 test. Hello everybody, welcome to round 6 of the Performance League 2 in Germany. We have a beautiful day for qualifying, a bright sunny day. I hope the race will be dry as well, but maybe some driver will rather have some rain to spice things a bit and maybe change their rank in the championship. Last week, our, should I say, former leader to the championship did not finish. So now we have three drivers tied with 33 points each on the top of the driver championship. We have Waventel, our former championship leader, who is technically still the leader since no one pass in front of him, but he is tied with Scopefielder and Delange 93. Scopefielder scoring the second position of the podium last week with 10 points, and Delange finishing in P3 with 8 points. With half of the season still to go, everything is possible. The top 8 drivers are in 11 points apart from each other. Should I say the driver from the top 10. So it's promising for the end of for the second part of the season. But we have Tom, who is already on his out lap on the Haas car. Let me turn everything on. While Tom is almost at the start-finish line, but we have a driver in front of him. We have the Toro Rosso. Is it Mr. Stim? No, he's in the pit, so it is Jos. Let's ride with Jos and see then, who is the first driver to pass the start-finish line. No, even there was a car in front of him. So let's track him down. Yeah, Waventel is in front, I believe. I don't see any car in front of him. So we have our current leader of the driver championship tied with 2 others who trying to defend his position tonight in the Williams. So let's ride with him in qualifying, see what he will set as a benchmark time for this qualify section. I'm very lost, people, because BW Clyde already set a time for this qualifying while I was describing you the position in the championship. Clyde was already out for his out lap, so apologize for that. We have a benchmark time of 1:14.1 at the moment, and Never Miss just cut 2 seconds of that time with a 1:12.4. Waventel setting at the moment the 3rd time, 4th time actually, as Jos has set the 2nd fastest time. We're now with Steven, who getting in sector 3, pushing in the Ferrari. He's staying in 4 now, going back in 3. Have a good line at the exit, could have taken more curb, and setting the 6th fastest time of the qualify for now. We have Caltech was getting to the pit without setting a lap time. Do we have anyone else pushing for another lap? I believe Waventel will get into the pit unless he have fuel through 2 laps. Now he's going into the pit. Nitro gas just set his time. Does he pushing for another lap? He seems to push, but it's confusing sometimes. Oh, brake way too late. If it was a hot lap, it's invalidated by now if it was a hot lap. Oh, Steven will probably get into the pit. They all... Oh no, he's pushing for another lap. I have to let go the throttle a bit, and yeah, he bailing on his lap. Missed the 3rd corner, so he's bailing on it. Will he go for another run, or will he go into the pit? We'll see soon. We have Nick J. Thompson, who is on his out lap. Who do we have in first of them? Yeah, we will have Nick J. Thompson unless Mr. Stim pass in front of him. They're following each other pretty close. I hope Mr. Stim won't be in too much of dirty air, but he seems to slow down a bit now. The scope fielder just getting out of the pit for his out lap as well. So let's ride with Nick J. Thompson as he is almost ready to start his first lap, on ultra soft tires. Seems to have some problem in the penultimate corner, but still pushing very hard for the beginning of his hot lap. Take a little bit of curve inside and outside. That's perfect line. Make sure not to invalidate his first lap. Carry a good speed on the exit of turn 3. DRS open. We have a good braking. We'll brake a little late, but no perfect word for braking. Have a good traction, a good balance of the car. Didn't lock up. Probably because he was driving with assist turned on, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was just a great driving from him. But he's pushing, having a great line at the exit of of turn 8. Now pushing at the entry of the stadium. Carry good speed in turn 12. And he's bailing on his lap. Does he have another go? What Mr. Stim will respond. Setting 9th time at the moment. Oh, you have a great exit of turn 1, pushing very hard. Nick will have to move out of the way, as I'm pretty sure Mr. Stim's losing the rear a bit in here, but keep the throttle to the middle. Brake a little earlier than Nick J. Thompson. Take a little too much curve and inside of the hairpin. Spinning on the exit. While never missed set another fastest time, or just improving of his previous lap time. Still in first position at the moment. Nick J. Thompson move out of the way. Oof, that was close to the line. Great driving from Mr. Stim. It must be a good lap. It must be. He's pushing very hard. Have a great exit of the last 2 corners. It's only a P10 for now. That's what was looking way more faster than that. Who we have on his We have someone on his flying lap, I believe Schofielder's on his flying lap, who's swerving in front. It's Yost. I hope Schofielder not on his flying lap, because Yost's almost in the way now. So, let's... Oh, I believe Yost just loses his car. No, oh no. I thought as... Oh, that's invalidated. Yeah, it is invalidated. Surely Mr. Stem will go into the pit by now. I believe it is his second lap on his set of tires. You have to left some for the race if you want to start on this set of compound. On Nitro is on his out lap. Almost at the end of sector 2. Do we have someone on his flying lap? Believe never miss, probably on his flying lap. Surely he's not pushing that hard on the set he will start with. Yes, he does. Okay. So we had the... Oh, what? Nitro Gas. Did he crash? I believe he was on his out lap, but I'm not sure anymore. I'm sorry, people. Got problem following the race at the moment. Not a race, but the session. Another glitch or whatever from Codemaster showing, oh no, it's not, it was his best time. So Tom setting his fastest time at the moment on ultra soft, not going out on soft compound. Well, he do a better time on the harder set of tire. Let's see and watch. Let's watch and see. I mean. And he's going to the pit. So we have only one car on the track right now. So let's watch Sab. Is he going to the pit or is he pushing for his flying lap? I can't tell anymore. We have a great view of his helmet. Is he bailing in his lap or just getting ready for a flying lap here? Let's get him board. Oh, did he invalidate that? Still pushing, so probably it's still good. Great line in here in turn 1. We have couple driver going out for their out lap again. Never miss going out. Tom going Nick and Cow Tactic. Well, Cow Tactic haven't set a lap yet. A lap time, yep. We will move and board with him when he will be close to the start finish line. Oh no, that's bad for Sab. At least it is not his soft tires, so we have another set of tires in reserve. But he's already in P1, so in P2, so it's not a bad qualify if he had to stop at this moment. But I don't believe he has time to go into the pit and take a new set of tires. So my guess is he will get in. Yes. So it's done for Sab. Will he keep that P2? Let's go and see Cow Tactic. As he is just starting his flying lap on soft compound. Managed to stay between the white lines, pushing hard. Delange move. Perfect timing. Was great driving from Delange. Don't getting in the way of Cow Tactic. Getting in Sector 3 now, at the entry of the stadium, pushing hard. You carry great speed and have a great exit of turn 12. Oh, did he invalidate it? I believe so, because there's no time. Oh yes, the timer was a bit slow. He set up P10. So let's ride with Delange, who is almost ready to start his lap. He has started his lap. Delange, who's driving with no assist but the racing line. Will he manage a great braking in there? No lockup, great turn, great line in the hairpin. A little too much of spin at the exit. Might cost 1/10. But overall, you have great lines around corners. Now at the entry of the stadium, turn 12, doing great. Take a little bit on curb on turn 13. Oh, I believe it's invalidated, but we'll see. Oh, he passed the line just, no, he didn't have time for another lap. But he's in P3. Who do we have on the track? Still, we have Captain Stiff, who's almost at the line. What time did he set? Oh, Captain Stiff take P3 from Sab. P2, sorry. After that, I believe everybody has passed the racing line. So our grid position will be never missed in P1. On his side will be Captain Stiff in P2. And the second row of the grid, we will have Sab in P3. On his side, we will have Delange in P4. On the third row, we have BWA Clyde in P5 and Weventel in P6. In the fourth row of the grid, we have Tom in P7. I will finish it in the next screen because I was too slow for you guys. I'm sorry. Let's see if there is someone else. No. So we have Steven in P8, Yo NC in P9. We have Chaotic in P10. Mr. Stim in 11. Nitrogash in 12, Scopefielder in 13, and Nick J. Thompson in 14. And I have to mention that the last six drivers, sorry, are on soft compound. So this is an interesting strategy because we know for sure the ultra soft tires won't last long on this track, especially for the first and the second lap. With those drivers, there will be a great battle everywhere. So will the soft starter strategy will prevail on the final result? We will know in about 45 minutes. And I want to remind you that in the same time in Invictus Racing League, sorry, we have also Performance One Racing Germany tonight. So if you want to switch from not a chat, but a stream to another, be my guest. You can update us in the same time in the chat on the situation of the other race. The drivers are getting ready. They are doing their fuel strategy and their tire strategy. Will someone risk one stop? Surely not the 11th first driver, not the 8th first driver, but those who starting on soft might be tempted to do a one stop switching for medium. But is it possible? Can they do it? Depending on their skill of managing tire temperature and tire wear. But the question is, do we have a wet race or a dry race? I don't know yet. And I have no update from drivers regarding the track condition for the race. Let me check. No, I have nothing so far. So we have to wait for the game and see what the fate will decide for the weather temperature for this 6th round in Performance League 2. I said performance, but you must know that is realistic performance, as the other leagues are called only F1, F2, and F3, and the realistic performance leagues are called performance. So I thought I might need to clear that for those who are new to this league and were not sure what I was talking about. So let's do the formation lap. Turn everything on. I will try to catch the start this week. Last week I missed it because I'm not used to the setting of spectator menu and the game tricked me a bit. So I will make sure tonight to watch the start, especially because the turn one in here is very exciting. A lot may happen in that sector, the first sector of the race. So we have a Renault starting in first, followed by a Mercedes. Will the Mercedes have a better takeoff or better start than the Renault? Never miss. We all know he's fast, but Captain Stiff can defend his end pretty well, and he has the Renault powers. So will he get the advantage in turn one? Some are not warming up their tire. Some are warming them too much. Captain Stiff is from those who doesn't bother to warm up his tire, but with the poor tire lifespan of the ultra softener, it's not a bad idea to save every bit of rubber as possible. Because I believe after 6 laps, those tires will be gone. But the grid is almost formed. Let's watch the start. So we have the lights. 1 light, 2, 3 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. Oh, a little much to spin, a little from Captain Stiff, so the Renault take the lead, or I should say keep the lead. It's pretty clean. It's a pretty clean start. It seems like everybody made it. We have a side-by-side between Waventail and Sab behind, but everybody so far seems to be there. And we have actually the 3 driver to start. We have the top 3 who finish the qualify. What I mean is we have the same order. Everybody kept their place. I'm not sure after that, but 1, 2, 3 is the same. We already see Sab pushing behind Captain Stiff. I'm sure he don't want to stay behind too much, especially if he's faster, because we know those tires don't last very well. Oh, he has a warning already. He was very wide. Oh, he got. Oh, no, that's bad. He managed to keep his wheel, but he will have to pit now. The front wing is broken. Oh, did he retire from the session? No, he's still in. He just let everybody pass. That was a smart move for him. So the strategy has changed now. He must pit for for medium tires, sorry. So we have a Waventail who take advantage of that mistake from Sab and getting the P3 for now. So do we have a battle now? Pretty much everybody are close. We have Tom who's very close of Cow Tactic. Pretty much, but they're all very close. Anything within 6/10, anything can happen. So it's a gamble at this time. But let's ride with Tom a bit. Turn 1, it's very dangerous to get a warning there. If you go a little too wide, you go outside of the curb and lose a precious time. But if you go, poor Sab just lost his front wing, so probably cut the corner because he's losing a lot of traction in corners. Oh, and we have Yo Sensi who did a dive bomb. On the outside, it was very safe to do it, but he almost managed to pass Tom. So let's ride with him a bit, because it's pretty tight between those. Oh, and Tom go a little wide in here. Managed to keep the position, but he's starting to drive on a defensive mode now. And going a little too wide in every corner. He needs to concentrate and keep his pace. Because Yost will benefit from the mistake. He is on soft compound, so Cow Tactic and Yost are in a great position at the moment. Oh, but he go wide there and receive a 3-second penalty for multiple warning. Sorry. We will have a lot of that tonight because this track is pretty tricky with track limits. It's a hard choice to do between keep good speed in turn and risking warning or going slow. Oh, Steven almost loses his car, but managed to stay between the lines. He lost position, but he haven't lost the car yet, so he still have chance to score some points. While Jos and C have taken the position from Tom. He's now in P6 and chasing Cow Tactic now. They both on soft tires, while Tom received a 3-second penalty for multiple warning as well. I believe at the end of the race it will be more faster to name the driver who haven't received a penalty, but we'll see about that. Especially at the beginning of the race, the cars are heavy and the soft compound, they're starting to have a good grip by now. But that's 5, but we will almost start the pit sequence soon, while Cow Tactic is going defensive, going back on the racing line, but Yosensi going in the inside. No, he's step out of it. That's a great drive for him. Be patient. It will pay off at the end. Cow Tactic driving defensively, slow his pace a lot and allow Yosensi to basically there's no gap anymore. We have 410s, but it's nothing at this speed on this track. We have Scopefielder who is in the battle with O'Steven as well, so let's go and ride with him a bit. Our top 3 leaders are still at their rank. Nothing has moved really. Oh, there was almost a contact there. O'Steven made a mistake going outside while he wanted to go into the pit, but it allowed Mr. Stem to pass Scopefielder. I'm pretty sure Scopefielder won't be too happy about that, but it was safe from him to just push on the brake pedal. This is a battle that may last long because they both on medium compound. They have pitted already, so they will probably finish the race on ultra soft unless they go into the end with those tires. Oh, and someone just ran his nitro gas, who ran in the back of Scopefielder. He let him go and didn't took advantage, but the pain is done. Scopefielder have lost precious time to Mr. Stem. Will he close that gap? I'm not sure. Now we have a big gap between pretty much everybody but Cow Tactic and Yosensi. So let's ride with them while the pit sequence is pretty on it at the moment. Yosensi just taking P1 and Cow Tactic P2. We have all the other compound rider on the track in the lead at the moment. And I believe the soft can last 11 laps, maybe 12 if you're good on tire wear. So we'll see how far they will go with that. Maybe they can do more, I don't know. But my guess is they are going for a one stop, but we'll see at the end. Sab getting a 3-second penalty. He didn't need it at all. Poor guy having that bad luck in turn 1 earlier, losing his front wing. So what do we have as gap from the leader at the moment? It's still pretty tight until P10. If they were pitted right now, they will get in front of the leader. But obviously, everybody is on new tires, so no one will pit yet. The soft will pit in about 5 or 6 laps. In the meantime, BW Clyde setting a fastest lap of the race with a 1:16 flat. And Clyde is on soft compound, brand new soft tires. Seems like Cow Tactic having some trouble. Yosensi is going away a bit. Will Cow manage to close that gap again, or Yos will go away and get that gap bigger? We'll see soon. But let's ride with Captain Stiff, who is almost on the transmission of Scope Fielder. We have two Mercedes engine here, but very different cars. One who need to push to go faster. And yes, Scope going the inside. Oh, and it cost to Scope Fielder. It cost 2 positions, like Captain Stiff and Wiventel took the position from him. But he is in the RS zone, so will he get back to them? They all on medium compound. I'm not sure. Wiventel is showing soft tires, but the boards say medium. I believe he's on medium, but I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. Never Miss is chasing Nick J. Thompson for the 3rd position. We have a spare time. Let's go and see that. Yes, and Nick J. Thompson seems to have problem at the moment. He only has problem in turn 14. But the fact is, Never Miss on soft tire is very fast behind Nick. Oh, need to brake late because he was a bit wide in there, allowing Nick to make the gap a little bigger. But I believe on soft compound he won't have any problem passing Nick in that long straight line. Oof, that was close. A little bit of touching on front wing, but he managed to keep his wing intact. Never Miss get the position. But Nick, I'm pretty sure will get. Oh no, he started on medium, so I'm taking what I was saying. He will switch to soft in about 12 lap maybe. We'll see about that. Maybe he can go to the end, but I'm pretty sure he can't with the tire that old. Oh no, he can't do it. We'll see, guys. It will be way too much. And Yost receiving a 3-second penalty. It's not good when you are in the lead. What the gap to the leader look like at the moment? We still have 10 driver who will get out in front of the leader if they have to pit right now, but we'll see later. Wait until Captain Stiff want to have a little fun. Captain Stiff is show on Ultra Soft, but I'm sure it's not that. That's a pretty good battle between those two guys. I don't know what happened to Scopefielder, but he's now behind Tom. So does he have problem, or probably Tom is just too fast on his soft tires? The gap is almost in a second now. Captain Stiff on 4-lap old. I don't know if it's ultra soft, but he receiving a 3-second penalty. The way he's going, oh, almost forgot to brake in there. He's very fast, so he's probably on ultra soft tires. And the way he's losing grip in turn show that his tires are almost gone, unless I'm mistaken. BWA Clyde also want to pass in front of Mr. Stim on 6-lap old soft tires. Take a little bit of grass on the exit of the corner. Compromising his racing line. Lack of patience there. Should have stayed behind Stim. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, good. Oh, that was great driving from BWA Clyde. I was certain the car was lost in there. So great driving from him. Will he go for it in the long straight? He will have DRS. He has enough ERS for that. The battery is full, almost full. He has enough fuel, but does he have the skill? Mr. Stim go defensive, and there's a car on the left side, so will it avoid Clyde to pass him? Yeah, he did the move pretty clean from both drivers. Now Clyde will chase Scopefielder, who seems to have problem. Maybe he lost a part of his front wing. I'm not sure, but he's surely slowing down. But Tom is getting pretty close of Captain Stiff, who is also pretty close of Willentel. We had two great battles in our 3-car each battles. I don't want to lose anything, but I can't watch both in the same time. Oh, and that's not good for Tom, receiving another 3-second penalty for a multiple corner cut. So, oh, a little too much throttle in here. Willie has enough power to overtake Captain Stiff in the Mercedes. I believe he's a little too far. Counting that Captain Stiff has DRS and the... Ooh, we have a great battle in here. And we have a great view from Tom to see that battle between Captain Stiff and Wave, who Wave there to go by the cutback. Oh, and they are three wide in here. Hey, that's clean driving from all drivers in there. It's a great battle here, guys. I don't want to go away even if BWA Clyde is closing Scopefielder pretty fast. Do I have a second? I believe I have a second. Will he go wide in turn 1? He can't go there in turn 1. Stay behind, take him in the long straight. Yeah, good decision. That's a good decision from Clyde. Will Tom go this time for Willentel? Well, I think I missed Captain Stiff, overtook Willentel, but I'm not sure if it was already done. Oh, big lock up from Tom. Avoid contact with Willentel. This battle is still on. And it's pretty exciting too. I'm sorry when I'm getting excited, I'm starting to think in French. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, and Tom is beating up his tire, taking everything out of them. He will need to pit soon, because he's sliding in every corner and braking at the limit of the possible, locking up pretty much in every fast corner. Will he go side by side with Weventel in turn 1? No, he won't. What do we have? And BW Clyde did overtook Scope Fielder. Mr. Stim want to go as well. It's hard to cover everything here. Yeah, we have some time, but I don't want to miss the hairpin. Weventel go outside again. Oh, and he managed to make the move to Captain Stiff. Will he keep the position? We will know soon. I'm sure Captain Stiff won't let that go so easily. Tom locking up again. Now 18 lap before the end. Is that correct? Not 18. 28 lap? Not sure, I'm lost. Yeah, 18 lap. So Tom will need to pit soon, and I believe the medium tires can do 16, 17 lap easily, so he's in the range for a tire change. He has DRS. PWA Clyde is still in front of Mr. Stim, but Mr. Stim have overtook Scope Fielder. Scope Fielder is still pretty close. Captain Stiff is too far from Weventel to overtake at this time, even with DRS. Oh, and we have Yosensi who's getting into the party. So we have a 4-car battle for the P5, 6, name it. And I believe Caltech. Oh, I have 2 seconds now. Oh, he's going wide. Caltech. Oh, there's some drop here. We will have rain. That's why they are doing those long stints between pit. Now I understand. I'm just seeing some drops, guys. So we will have a wet finishing. That can be interesting. How long they will wait before going to the pit? I believe Tom will be in the first to pit because he's sliding all around the track already. Will he go for the undercut? I think personally I will go for that because he's struggling anyway and he can't pass on those tires. Who will be the first to pit? It's dangerous. I believe it's too early yet to pit for a wet tire. Maybe on lap 19. It's starting to fall pretty hard now. And slick tires on wet track doesn't do well at all. So I'm pretty sure we will see some drivers going in right now. Who will be the first? And everybody stays out, so Jeff knows his stuff more than me. The telemetry show that they can do one more lap. So they do. We have a battle with 6 car guys at the moment. We have Dylan who's catching up on Nidja Thompson. Almost in DRS mode. in the orange range, DRS range, sorry. And Delange, will he lose the position? Good move from Wiventel, let enough room. Oh, did we lose Delange? Oh no, he just got too much curb. That was a great overtake from Wiventel. And now Captain Stiff wants his part of that party as well. They all want some parts of the cake, but there's not cake enough for every people. Surely they will pit soon. Oh yeah, they need to pit soon. This mistake just cost a position to Captain Stiff. So, oh wow, they need to pit. Who will pit first? He needs to pit. Tom is pitting. Who we have also in the pit? We have Nick J. Thompson, who decided to pit. He was in the top leaders. He made 19 laps on his medium, so it will probably be a one-stop race going for intern, unless the rain get harder and they need to switch to full wet, or it's cleaned up and they need to go back on slicks. We'll see, but let's go watch our battle in here. Oh, it seems to be a little more spread up now. And that's great driving. Oh, Delange a little too greedy on the gas and the throttle here. Lost his front wing. That's too bad for him. He was doing so well, but these conditions are horrible at the moment. And with no assist, you can give much throttle. Surely now he will have someone passing him. Yeah, Delange need to pit now, but I hope he haven't forget to switch his front wing to yes instead of automatic. But considering the damage, they would probably replace it anyway, but can't take any chance. So we have Yosu getting into the pit right in the tail of Wiventel. Fortunately, they are not in the same pit stand, so they won't get hold up from each other. But being that close, will he get out before Wiventel? No, Wiventel pit in the front. But if it was the opposite, I believe Wiventel would have passed Yosensi in the pit. And the party is start back from where it stopped. So we have Captain Stiff now on warmed up wet tires, not wet but intermediate tires, and Wiventel on brand new cold tire. But will he go in? No, he decide to bail on this attempt, but Captain Stiff go wide, so maybe he will have the position. No good acceleration from Captain Stiff, who keep the position, and they both getting an extra position by Nitro Gash. Not Nitro Gash. Who was that on the side? Sorry guys, I missed that. But there was, I don't know who was that. Ooh. Good save from Wiventel. Lose a little bit of time to Captain Stiff, but managed to keep his car on the track. And in this condition, oh, the rain start to fall pretty hard now. I believe they might need to switch for full wet before the end of the race. We'll see. I haven't seen the weather menu before the race. That's shame, Colemaster. I haven't think about that while they create the spectator mode. I hope they will learn from this mistake, because it will be very practical for the commentators to know the weather. Message is passed. We have a big leg up from Tom. Tom, who managed pretty great considering the trouble he has on his slick earlier. Getting in P3 now, I must say, it's great driving from him, but he needs to stop locking up. change the brake balance, do something, because those tires need to last to the end. Nick having a little spin on the exit of the corner, allowing Tom to close the gap. We also have Yosensi who's closing the gap to Wiventail, but Yos getting another 3-second penalty. It will hurt him bad at the end of the race unless everybody around him crash and let him go, but I will not count on him on it if I was him. Tom also received a 3-second, so he has to pass Nick, but now they are both on the same tires. And there's no DRS. So that's pure skill who will decide who will get that position. Will Nick defend better than the offensive maneuver of Tom? We'll see, but he's doing pretty good so far. And diving inside that hairpin on the wet condition is suicide at the moment, unless you are very close. Let's have a look to Wiventail and Yosensi for a bit. Yos have a great exit. And we almost have a battle for P3 again. We have 5 cars getting closer and closer. Sorry. Everybody is chasing Nick G. Thompson now. Will be a good time to have a oil leak and spread some oil behind him on the track. Sorry, guys. They pretty much no cap now. Let me check the from the leader. There is 7 seconds between P6 and P1. It's still pretty close that far on in the race with 24 lap old. And Yos almost ran in the back of Wiventail here. Oh, but Wiventail go wide, allowing Yos to close the gap one more time. The weather seems to switch from bad to ugly, or very bad. Because now I barely see in the camera, just see fog. Oh, no, it was pretty much a contact here. I believe there was a contact. It doesn't take a big hit on this condition to send the car in the grass. Sorry about that. Well, Captain Stiff, Nick J. Thompson had problems, so Captain Stiff had a good end. And he was too anxious to get that position, and I believe I would have done the same thing. But now Wiventail taking the position from him, and Yos want to be part of this party as well. That's so bad for Captain Stiff. He was doing so well, but they are now 3 wide in the open. And it is Wiventail who has to let go in first. Yos is pretty much on the transmission of Captain Stiff. I hope there won't be any contact. It has to be avoided at all costs, especially in that weather. I understand the Egger for passing, but now it's another mistake from Captain Stiff, allowing Yos to go side by side on the outside of turn 12, but he has to let go as Captain Stiff has the better racing line. But it is great driving from Yos Hansi, keeping his car very close to Captain Stiff, waiting the mistake Not that kind of mistake. I believe is at 9 seconds for sure now at the moment of penalties. Avoid contact might as far as and he has the better line now. He's pushing very hard. Will Captain Stiff let go on this position? Will he go inside? No, decide to stay behind. Good decision in those conditions. We still have a battle for the third position at the moment. Anything can happen from Nick to Waventel. Seems to rain pretty hard, but if Jeff said that intermediate are the tire to be on, I believe him. But it's pretty ugly out there at the moment. And Captain Stiff going in. Does he have a broken wing? I don't think so. Oh, he's probably switching for full wet. So he's the first to go in. Oh, will it make the difference? Let's watch it. That might be very interesting. If the undercut through the wet tires is working, he will end up pretty far from never miss. Let's watch it. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Nick G. Thompson and Yosen Sim. Sorry, I missed the overtake. They're going side by side. It's dangerous. I can't see Nick anymore. Still behind, but very close. Keep his option open in case Yost made a mistake. But Yost's driving is pretty steady at the moment. And Waventel is catching up on Nick now. Meanwhile, Scope Fielder want to get in a battle with O'Steven, but now the question is, will they pit through wet or stay out? They are staying. Oh no, Nick J. Thompson's going in. Will it profit them? Maybe, maybe. Whereas Captain Stiff is still 18 seconds from I don't know, will he get in front of Nick? No, he's behind Nick. So will the other driver have to switch, or will they stay on intermediate for the rest of the race? There is still 7 laps to go. It's pretty long if you don't have grip. But with those conditions, there's no worry. Oh, and Mr. Stin just did not retire from the session. Must lost the car in a corner. I don't know where. There's no yellow flag. Apparently the safety car is still as broke as it was in 2017. So I won't comment on that. It's becoming a little frustrating. It's like buying a car with 3 wheels, 3 tires and rubber, and 1 tire made from wood. Sailing with a car the price of 4 rubber tires. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going away a bit now. But let's go back to the racing while Yosensi is pushing hard on his intermediate tire and want to catch up on Tom, who is doing great actually. Tom is doing great. The sad part is Tom and Yost have each other a lot of penalties, so they will lose some position. I hope they will make a gap big enough to not lose too much of position, but we'll see after a while. Nick J. Thompson is presently at 6 seconds behind Cow Tactic. Will that gap get close? We'll see soon. I don't see a sign of catching up now. Captain Stiff is 8 tenths behind. Nick J. Thompson closing slowly, but with 5 laps and a half to go, I don't believe it will be good enough. That was a gamble. If the rain could have start falling a little harder, that will be maybe be a good move. But at the moment, the intermediate are the tire of choice. Unless it gets very bad very soon, because now Nick J. Thompson just cut a second from the gap between Cow Tactic. And our leader, Never Miss, is on a wet tire as well, so maybe it is the tire of choice. We'll see soon. Short thing is Tom and Yost won't stay in the lead because of the amount of penalties. So at the moment, I believe our leader is Wave and Tell. With 8 seconds in front of Never Miss, but seems to struggle a lot with Forget. Oh, what happened here? Oh, they got the hairpin, and there is a battle between Captain Stiff and Nick J. Thompson. Which one will get out alive of this battle? Oh, and Wave and Tail getting a 3-second penalty. I believe the intermediate tire are done now. Will they switch or will they get on the track? Will they stay on the track for the remaining laps? They might lose a lot, but which way will lose less? The 23.5 second lose in the pit or the grip on the track? If you lose the car in the barrier, it's way worse, but we will see. It's need a lot of concentration on this condition, it's for sure. Will Captain Stiff get that position back from Nick J. Thompson? Or was it already Nick in front? I'm not sure yet, but Captain Stiff is on the way to get that position now. Will Nick get inside? No, I believe he stayed behind for the next turn. Whoa. That was a great move from Captain Stiff. And we have BWA Clyde chasing O'Steven on vulnerable intermediate tire. Is going very wide in there. Seems to struggle with grip a lot. While BWA Clyde's pushing the Red Bull as hard as he can on this condition. Ooh. While trying to avoid a possible incident with O'Steven, Clyde almost got himself out of the track. He needs to capitulate on his drive and get ready to overtake in the long straight, but will he be able to get close enough before turn 3 and do that correctly? He's getting closer and closer. We still have a battle in the front with Yost and Tom, but at the moment I don't want to let go on those guys. Clyde getting out of the slipstream while sliding, and it allows O'Steven to keep the position for the moment. But it's clearly we clearly see now that O'Steven is losing grip. Clyde needs to go. He can't wait anymore. He's losing too much time, but at the same time, it's very dangerous to overtake in that corner, especially on a wet track. But it is a great battle from both good drivers. Oh, that's a dangerous move there. Oh, and good move from O'Stevens to take the cutback and get that position back from BWA Clyde. Going inside in turn 12. Where is O'Steven? He conceded the position, and I believe this time it's for good. Yeah, there's no grip at all on those intermediate 12 lap old. It's nothing to help. 13 lap now. He's on his 13 lap. No, it is 13 lap done. Nick J. Thompson start to getting pretty close of Cow Tactic now. Let's ride with him because he's catching up very fast. So the intermediate were not the tire of choice anymore after lap 29 or 30. Obviously, because every green tire driver are losing position at the moment. Only Wiventel managing to keep his position. He still have a gap of 5 seconds behind him, between him and Never Miss. Will it stand? Will Wiventel get that position? Because his goal at the moment is obviously to keep his car on the track, but to get as close as possible to Tom. Because he don't know, but we know that Tom and Yosensi have a lot of penalties. Wiventel have at least one that I've noticed. I'm not sure if he got more than that, but he had at least one. But Tom and Yost have already at least 9 seconds. So Tom need to be 6 seconds in a 6 second interval from the leader to get that win. With 1 lap to go, I will go with Wiventel. We can go a bit with there's no battle here anymore, but Wiventel is at 4.3 seconds of Tom and a little more than 6 seconds from Yost. So he need to close that gap in case Yost have only 9 seconds. Or maybe Wiventel have more than 3, I'm not sure about that, but let's watch and see. He's struggling for grip, but he managed to make it to the end, and in that it's a great driving, because I know driving those conditions, it's pretty ugly. And no, Tom managed to get that win. Yost having, hey, that changed a lot. Sorry, people. I missed a lot from Wiventel. He has a lot of penalty, or everybody was pretty close. So we have Tom in P1. We have Never Miss in 2nd position. We have Yosensi in P3. Captain Steph in P4. We have Wiventel in P5. We have Nick J. Thompson in P6, Cow Tactic in P7, BWA Clyde in P8, Schofielder in P9, O'Steven in P10, Sab in 11, and Delange in 12. The other driver haven't finished the race for crash, or I don't know, I haven't seen it. But we have only 12 finishers, so congratulations for Tom. That was a great drive. Nonetheless, the penalty, he manages his drive very well. Very well. Doing that on intermediate tire, he was struggling on his first stint. In his second stint, he was braking late, locking up front wheel on every corner. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to the 3 finishers on the podium. Whew. That was an exciting one, guys. I hope you enjoyed, because I did. Oh, and let's see the penalties in here. We have, yes, 9 for Tom, 12 for Yost, only 3 for Captain Steph. Wait and tell how much he had. I thought, oh, he has 12 seconds. Okay, I thought he had only 3. Sorry about that, people. But we have Nick J. Thompson and Kyle Tactic who managed to have none with Never Miss, Scopefielder, and Delange. So that's great driving, especially the last 8 laps. That was pretty ugly. So avoiding a penalty on this track, on a very, very wet track, guys. It was great drive from those guys. So on that, I hope you enjoyed that race. I did for sure. And I give you a rendezvous next week in Canada, my country, but I won't host the race. I will host the commentary box, but I will let the driver make the show. So on this, I wish you a great week and see you later.